Okay, King. So no time to crow over your amazing result last week.
Yeah.
10 out of 13 correct. Including the Colts beating the Packers and the Raiders beating the Broncos. So,
Yeah.
well, like I said, no time for crowing.
No.
No time to rest on those laurels.
No, indeed, yeah.
We all need to know your picks for week 10.
We do.
Right now.
We're going to hear them.
Right now.
Well, ask me and I'll tell
I'm
you.
going to start you with the Cleveland Browns going to Baltimore.
Yeah.
Divisional.
It is divisional, and sadly for the Browns, I think the Ravens are going to win this one.
Okay. So, the early games start with Kansas City Chiefs, white hot. Going to the Carolina Panthers, who are getting hot, warming up.
Lukewarm at best.
Luke Kuechly warm.
Luke Kuechly's a beast. Yeah, they only mustered 13 points against the lowly Rams this week.
Hey, with Aaron Donald, your favourite defensive player.
He is my favourite defensive player.
So?
He played amazing.
Exactly.
Kansas City Chiefs are going to win that game.
Okay, alright. Then you've got the Houston Texans, finished their bye.
Yep.
Now they're on the road to Duval County and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, and I think the Jaguars are going to beat them. Despite the bye, I think the Jaguars are going to beat them.
Okay. You're preferring Bortles over Brock?
Yeah, which isn't saying much, but at the moment.
No. You've then got the Denver Broncos, who took a stinger to the Raiders.
They did, yeah.
They now go on the road again, this time to the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, this is a really tough game to pick. I think that the Broncos' defense is going to be the difference. I think that then they're going to hold the New Orleans Saints to a reasonable amount of points, and I think that the offense shows some signs of life this week.
Okay.
It's a tough one because I could have quite easily gone New Orleans and just said they're going to outscore them.
Let's go with another tough one then, King. The LA Rams are travelling to the New York Jets.
Yeah, tough one to watch.
Yeah.
No one wants to watch that game. I'm going to give Jets some love, though. I think the Jets are going to win.
Oh, okay.
I think defense.
Not often we see the Jets logo popping up.
No, it's true. I just put it down to the defensive line. I think Leonard Williams is quietly becoming one of the more elite interior linemen in the league.
Yeah.
Despite Richardson and Wilkerson's off-the-field behaviour and missing team meetings, they're still both fantastic. And Quinn's dropped off a bit, and it's just down to Aaron Donald. So I like the odds that I like the odds. They've got more players. Jets have got more players on defensive line.
Okay. Then you've got the Atlanta Falcons. They're on the road to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep.
Falcons v Eagles.
Yeah, I think the Falcons have just got too much firepower at the moment, and they're going to beat the Eagles.
Okay.
I still like those Eagles, though. They're still a good team.
Yeah, not terrible.
No, I just think the Falcons are for real.
Okay. So you've got the Chicago Bears going down the coast to Tampa Bay and the Buccaneers.
Yeah. Tough one. I think that the Buccaneers are going to win. I think Mike Evans is too strong. James Winston's starting to play really, really good football as well. And they've got some standouts on that defence. Lamonte David's still playing extremely well.
Gerald
McCoy's back from injury, which is great to see. Yeah, they've got some good players.
Okay. You've then got the Green Bay Packers going to Tennessee to face the Titans.
Yep.
That's not an easy game for Green Bay at all.
No, it's not. Absolutely not, no. And I think Tennessee's going to win it. First time ever I've picked back-to-back Green Bay losses. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. It's got to happen sometime.
Yeah.
So then you've got the Minnesota Vikings. Just lost 3 in a row.
They have.
They're going to face the Washington Redskins, who've just had a week off to get ready for this game.
They have. I don't like to keep going against bye weeks, but I think the Vikings, they've let me down a couple of times, but I think the Vikings are going to win.
Oh, okay.
I just think we saw the Redskins live in London.
Yes.
And I think the Vikings are going to cause too much pressure to Kirk Cousins.
That's what they do with it once they've applied the pressure. And then Sam Bradford comes out on the field. That's the real problem.
Yeah, but I feel like the defence is going to keep him in the game and Bradford's going to have enough to win it.
All right. The later games on the Sunday start with the Dallas Cowboys going to Pittsburgh.
I'm sorry.
To beat the Steelers, don't
they? They are going to beat the Steelers, mate. I am very sorry. You guys played terribly this week, and I don't think Roethlisberger is going to be 100%.
No.
Most disappointing. They weren't the worst team. They're the most disappointing team.
But I think they were the worst team last
Do you
week.
reckon?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a humble way for you to look at it, being a Steelers
Didn't score
fan.
a point in 3 quarters.
Yeah, that was bad, actually. You were really bad.
Against that Ravens team, which could have beaten. Anyway,
should have beaten.
Diverting, obviously. Let's get back to it. So the San Diego Chargers are hosting the Miami Dolphins.
I think the Chargers are going to win again. Call it biased, but I just think our offense is too strong.
As if you could be biased, King.
Yeah, I just think our offense is too strong. I think Jacobs Brown stepped up and played really well at linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Perriman's in there as well. Hopefully the two of them can stuff the run. And, well, with Bosa and Ingram, the obvious choices. But I just think our offense is too potent for the Dolphins.
Okay. Two probably not potent offenses. You've got the San Francisco 49ers travelling to Arizona.
To face the David Johnson Cardinals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
Yeah, and a defence. I just still think the Cardinals are a better team than the Niners.
They're getting better.
Kaepernick had a good game this week, so
yeah.
Good for him. But the Cardinals still on paper, and probably in.
And because it's at home as well.
I think that does make a difference.
Okay, so this is two heavyweights on the Sunday night game. Seattle Seahawks going all the way across the country to face the New England Patriots.
Yeah, this is two of the teams I think are the strongest in the league, actually. I think you have to take Seattle's performances over the last few weeks with a pinch of salt because of Wilson's injury.
Mm-hmm.
I think Michael Bennett missed this week as well, so they're missing some key players.
Yeah, and Chancellor as well.
Yeah, and Chancellor. So I still think Seattle's one of the stronger teams in the league. But this is going to be this is pretty much the only chance for me not to pick the Patriots. I'm still going to pick them. I think they're the best team in football by a long way at the moment.
All right. The Monday night game. The Monday night game is the Cincinnati Bengals King against the New York Giants.
Yeah, two teams we've seen in London recently.
Yes.
So we've got an actual live view.
1-1 and one didn't lose.
Nice. I see what you did there. I think that the team that didn't lose is going to lose this time.
Right.
The Giants are going to win.
Okay.
I think that until I've seen Eifert's back and fully healthy, Cincinnati are too predictable with AJ Green.
I thought you were saying until I've seen his back, like has he got a tramp stamp or something?
No, I don't know, maybe. But I just think that the Giants, their defence is starting to play really good football as well. Pierre Paul's back to his old self.
Not quite all the way back.
Alright, simmer down with that.
He can't quite go all the way back to his old self.
Simmer down, that's good.
Some things you just can't fix.
That is a good one. But I just think, and Odell Beckham's a standout, isn't he? So.
Because the Buffalo Bills, Detroit Lions, Indianapolis Colts, and Oakland Raiders are on a bye. Those are all the games for Week 10. So thanks very much, King.
So we did just mention Odell Beckham.
Yeah.
If you want to hear more about top 5 receivers for the season, where should they go, Jim?
Well, they should be subscribing to the Jim and the King NFL podcast.
I think so.
Which is out every week. Yeah. You can also contact us on Twitter, of course, or on Instagram at Jim and the King. Mm-hmm. And go to jimandtheking.com to catch all of our archive footage, our videos, our blogs, our podcasts. Just go there. Why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
No excuse.
I go there for no reason.
Cheers, guys.